yet. So to anyone that's watching this before the live ends, Squat's not doing any lives for the rest of the day. I saw that the Sedimite thing came out, so I was gonna watch it. So let's watch it together, I guess. And you'll see my reactions.
Oh boy, I can't wait to check my comments. My last few videos were Heat, a Pokemon with a different evolution for every country in the world, a ranking of all 476 custom Pokemon ever, and of course, my fan-made game is coming out, so
can't wait to play that.
To see what people had to say.
Come on, Midnight.
But fairy-type Sedimite. Sedimite needs an evolution for every country.
That would be awesome.
Sedimite for every day of the year.
Yeah.
Paradox Sedimite. Make a Sedimite for every grain of sand on the beach.
That would be insane.
Listen, this is ending here. I'll make whatever you want. Every idea.
Bald.
But after this week, it's over.
No.
The comments will go back to normal.
Midnight says no. No. I will keep
commenting.
Alright,
you animals, do your worst.
Make a Paradox Sedimite.
Okay, that's fine.
Make an evolution for every fossil. Those are rocks.
There's like 11 fossils.
Make one for every Z crystal. Those are rocks, kinda.
There's like 35. You know what? Fine. Introducing Crunching Jaw, a past Paradox Sedimite that no longer absorbs the energy from evolution stones placed in its chest like its modern day counterpart, but instead eats fossils, stealing away their monstrous prehistoric power through digestion and giving it a different form for every fossil that instead of being based on D&D classes are instead based on the insane creatures found in Monster Hunter. When exposed to an old amber, it'll transform into its wyvern mode. This Pokemon has combined the high-flying speed of Aerodactyl with the ruthless strength of the iconic
that would be cool to see in the game.
Now drip with a liquid hot amber from above, and its mace-like tail cracks foes open. When exposed to a Helix fossil, you'll get its tentacle form. An octopus monster that's reinforced its body with the bones of Lord Helix itself. This sneaky stabber hides just below the surface of the water, waits for prey to get close, before launching its spear-like tentacle, impaling the foe before adding their remains to its collection. Just like the horrifying Elder Dragon Nacrocos for which it's based. When exposed to a dome fossil, Crunching Jaw enters its mandible form.
Bro, I swear, Pokemon needs to hire this guy to actually make their games and new Pokemon, because look how many custom characters he has, and he just keeps thinking of more over and over.
Speaking of snatching things up, today's video is sponsored by Whatnot. Whatnot is the #1 live stream shopping app where you can enter live auctions for everything from Pokemon cards, shoes, toys, collectibles, and so much more. And check it out, I'm in an auction right now. I love Pokemon cards, but I really only like collecting the ones I think look cool. So I joined a couple live streams selling a bunch of random singles, waited for a card I thought looked awesome, and joined the intense bidding war by swiping down below until the card was mine, earning me this awesome Blaziken card, this Pikachu Zekrom tag team, and this epic Dark Gyarados. But Whatnot has way more than just Pokemon cards. I saw some awesome Lego auctions I want to get into next time, other trading cards, and even Labubu. So no matter what type of collector you are, you need to check out Whatnot and use the link in my description or scan this QR code to get $15 off your first purchase. Huge thank you to Whatnot for sponsoring today's video, but now let's get right back into it. Because when exposed to a root fossil, Crunching Jaw will enter its blind form. A super freaky looking creature that you may notice doesn't have eyes, because it's based on the blind and equally weird Kizu. And while it can't see in the traditional sense, it does have the ability to release a low electric pulse, allowing it to detect the heartbeats of any Pokemon nearby unless they're a ground type. When exposed to a claw fossil, you'll get its clever form. Just like the
that looks sick. What in the world?
With some researchers reporting
that looks awesome.
Able to figure out how Pokeballs work, essentially making it impossible to catch, as any Pokeballs thrown will be thrown back. A Skull Fossil will give you the Blast form, a Pokemon that's known to eat dirt, but not because it's stupid, but because it can blast it out of the multiple vents on its barrel-shaped head faster than the speed of sound, which it uses by ramming right into the opponent's chest and sending the target miles into the sky with a cloud of dirt. A Shield Fossil will birth the Hammer form, form, who's turned Bastiodon's once mighty shield into an equally large and durable hammer tail, which it swings around, letting its body get taken by the incredible weight, building up a faster and faster rotation and decimating everything in its path. Just like the swinging tail of the Duramboros. Give it a plume fossil and you'll get its dodo form. A super idiotic normal type based on the Kulu Yaku. And just like the Kulu, this Pokemon can often be seen holding random eggs. However, while its Monster Hunter counterpart uses the eggs as weapons, this form actually raises them despite them not being its own, which is why they can often be seen being followed by random baby Pokemon from other species. A shell fossil
that would be fun.
to its jaw form. Super
Wait,
slow,
hold on. Could you imagine a fossil based game with a bunch of new fossil type Pokemon? Like, imagine being like a caveman capturing and taming Pokemon. That would be an awesome Pokemon game. And this would be the perfect thing to base off of it. Just hire him, take his fossil Pokemon, and just make the game look dumb. That would be awesome.
Giving it a javelin nose to ram into foes, as well as defensive spikes that punish any counterattack. And a jaw fossil will summon its brute form, based on the Anjanath, who's...
That looks awesome. Why isn't that in the games? Why? Bro, that should honestly be a real Pokemon. People would go crazy over it. Bro, that looks sick. Just this little tough right here reminds me of Bakugo, but still, that looks insane. How is this not a real Pokemon?
Also based on the T-Rex, but somehow even scarier. Attacking everything that gets close, friend, foe, fellow member of its species, its own great...
Again! Why is this a real Pokemon? Bro! So much potential here! Pokemon, hire him! Hire him, Nintendo! Take him! Raise him as your own! Give him the Hogosarn Company! Make him the next CEO of Pokemon! I swear to God, this is such a missed opportunity for you guys.
Grandma, it doesn't matter. Okay, a Pokemon with a different form for every fossil is crazy, but Sedimite's future Paradox form is even crazier. Because
look at that little guy. That could be the next Pikachu right there. This could be the next Pikachu. This could be the next Eevee. But no. Pokemon, this is such a missed opportunity. Get him. Take him away from YouTube and put him into the actual TV shows. Let him choose who's the next protagonist in Pokemon.
Its name is Ironcraft, and in the far distant future, it's used as the ultimate soldier, as its ability to download upgraded form changes from crystals placed in its forehead gives it a different form for every type of Z crystal, which have a unique theme of their own because they're all based on different StarCraft units. When exposed to Poisonium Z, it'll transform into its psionic mode, which constantly pulls out a special toxin from the large crystal on its hide, which alters the mind of any who breathe it in, forcing them to change their alliance and fight for it. Just like the mind control ability of the Zerg Infestor, for which it's based. When exposed to Ghostium Z, it'll become its sniper mode. Based on the Terran,
that looks like a robotic Mewtwo with a gun.
Too is used as a long-range attacker, often positioning themselves miles away from their target before using their enhanced crystal vision to ensure their shot lands. Titanium Z yields its rush mode, equipped with dual-clawed hands based on the
actually looks very cool.
Zealot.
If that was a real Pokemon, I would keep that on my real team.
Exclusively for short-ranged combat, as their extreme speed and eviscerating blades that rip straight through metal make them far too much to get close to. When using Waternium Z, you'll get its transport mode, whose gripping tentacles allow it to pick up and carry other Ironcraft units across the ocean to deploy them at the strategic position of their choosing. Just like the Zerg Leviathan carries its armies across space. Stelium Z will turn Ironcraft into its stem mode, a durable bot that only gets quicker the more damage it takes.
This one reminds me of something, but I'm not sure what it reminds me of.
Weakening its frame but lowering its weight, sacrificing health for speed just like the Terran Marine stem pack ability. Flyinium Z will create its beam mode, a low durability but high damage flyer that channels all its energy into a single crystal, allowing it to...
You know what that reminds me of? Just the shape of it right there. That reminds me of like the new Scooper from FNAF Ruin, right? The Scooper from FNAF Ruin that scoops up the mimic in its suit in the ruin. You have to be a FNAF fan to know that.
Fire a beam of constant damage that, if locked onto the same target, will slowly deal more and more damage until nothing of the foe is left. Just like the Protoss Void Red. Pluginium Z will give you the Spine Mode. An insectoid monster based on the Zerg Hydralis. This form is able to rapidly reposition itself with its snake body and climbing scythe arm before firing the large spine on its back at foe.
This is like a combination of Cypher and Ekans right here. Seriously, this looks sick. Pokemon, like I said, this is a missed opportunity. Take him away from YouTube and bring him into your arms of power.
Like a mortar. However, Groundium Z gives you the Worker Mode. Based on the Terran Worker Unit, the SCV, this form is used by the future armies as a resource collector, making it actually the most common form of Ironcraft. As believe it or not, all these robots require quite a lot of raw material. Darkinium Z will make Ironcraft its stealth mode. Just like the Protoss Dark Templar, this unit is constantly invisible, thanks to its crystal emitting a distorting energy that makes the mind block out its presence, allowing it to sneak right up to high-value targets before instantly ending them with its large singular blade. Gracium Z will make its Spread Mode, easily the weakest of the Ironcraft forms, at least individually.
Oh, so this one's kind of a bad
crystals will interact with each other.
Especially everything else he made, this is kind of very low on the levels.
More and more for every member, making an overwhelming force if left unchecked, just like the spreading Zerg creep. Using Firium Z will give you the perfect way to deal with that, as this Terran Helios-inspired form shoots a rapidly spreading fire on the fire crystal cannon that's perfect
they can't all be bangers.
Large groups of weak enemies. And speaking of weak units, Normalium Z will give you the tiny sonar mode. Based on the Protoss probe, this form serves a simple function to gather intel, as they can be seen flying above enemy bases and releasing a sonar sound wave from its crystal, giving it all the info it needs to take back to its commander and plan the perfect attack. When exposed to Icium Z, you'll get the only form that's not from a particular faction, as this beast is based on the hostile wildlife Ursidon. And just like the Ursidon, this form has a crazy HP pool, and is thus put in front of high interest points to serve as a solo stalwart against any intruder. Electric or Rage Quit.
New idea. Add a section of the reel called Sedimite, and that Pokemon is just a new version of Sedimite. Any ideas, everyone? Make him permanently add Sedimite in every single video? That would be a great idea. Also, we can change his mascot into Sedimite. So many ideas to torture him, guys. So many ideas.
Z will make the giant cleave mode. Easily the
again! This is a missed opportunity, Pokemon! I know I said this several times already, and the video's already almost over, but still, this is a missed opportunity! Add him to your ranks of power! Make him one of the big people that make Pokemon games and shows and merchant.
Largest of the Ironcraft forms, this terraforming terror is slow but devastating, as a single swing of its Zerg Ultralisk-inspired claws can cut a mountain in half. And
he has a whole game coming out.
Bomber mode, a Brood Lord-inspired flying fortress that drops chunks of its own draconic crystals on the ground from the air, essentially creating a constant downpour of Draco Meteor that no grounded foe can outrun. Okay, that's 30 brand new forms. Are you people finally done now?
No.
Hey, you forgot the Everstone. Wait, what about the Float Stone? The Damp Stone? The King's Rock? The Heavy Stone? The Cold Stone?
Hold on. Da na 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 na. Na 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 na. That's what that reminds me of. That face of just pure terror and panic. Just amazing physical story. Someone better make a video of that on TikTok or YouTube. Like seriously, just him in the middle of a bunch of thousands of billions of different Sedimite evolutions, and him just standing with a Pomni hat in the middle of it with that song. Someone better make that. I swear to God, this is a perfect reference. Na 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 na. No one watched. Oh well. I'm definitely gonna be doing more lives like this though. This is fun to do. Way more fun than the